sometimes we can't see. Now when I'm turning off the light in my office and walking back, I can't see. So I can relate to the can't see to can't see. So by the time we get to Friday, our own understanding, based on our own tired, weary souls, of what rest means, is a lot like what my dad was thinking about. Rest. Sleeping. Chilling. Relaxing with my eyes closed while I'm snoring away. That's not what God did. Did God have to rest from anything? The hardest thing about creation was bending down and making Adam. Everything else he simply spoke into existence. Let there be light. Okay, call it a day. I'll be honest with you. Jesus created the heavens and the earth without breaking a sweat. He created the heavens and earth without pulling any muscles in his back from working too hard. He simply spoke into existence. When he saw it was there, he said, it's good. With Adam, he had to do a little bit more. He had to fashion this and that. With Eve, he had to do even a little bit more. But his concept of rest has been deteriorated over the years. And what we have done is we have ascribed our own understanding to rest based on the limitations of our own understanding about what God meant. And we have rationalized it because we all work so hard. We deserve it. It's true. Trust me. I know. God rested on the seventh day from all the work he had done. When we think about that word, yes, all that work. Next verse, please. God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, for on it he rested from his work of creation. Now I want to focus in on this word here, declared it holy. Now I'm not sure what version that is, but I want to read it from the version that I studied for this. It says it a little bit different. Verse 3. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, and then he rested from all the work in which God had done and made. Now this word sanctified is a very important word for us to recognize when it comes to the seventh day. It's a very specific period of time, and the word sanctification, if I can get the definition that Webster has made for us, is simply setting something aside for a very specific purpose. And not any purpose, for a holy or hallowed purpose, or a purpose that is set aside in a religious way. God didn't just sanctify it and set it aside for any old reason. He sanctified it, set it apart on the other sixth day for a very, very specific reason. Because God knew you're going to have a hard Monday. Not because you'd be so physically tired from all your work, but He knew you would be mentally tired. You'd be emotionally tired, and you oftentimes are spiritually tired. And then Tuesday comes, and you go through the same cycle again. Then Wednesday comes, you go through the same cycle again, and it gets so repetitive. And then Thursday comes, and you can't wait for Sabbath. But why? Why can't you wait for Sabbath? You can't wait for Sabbath because God sanctified it and blessed it, and now you realize you're going to be able to spend a 24-hour period of time doing nothing but focusing in on God's love and the family that He so richly blessed you with. Praising Him, worshiping, recharging not only your physical self, but much, 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 much more importantly, recharging your spiritual self. With the saints of God, for whatever position God has called you, it is your spiritual strength and health that matters most on any given Tuesday or any given Thursday. You guys have been walking around the face of the earth as long as I have, and I've been doing this for about 44 years now. I realize that on a Tuesday or a Thursday, my spiritual condition usually is more important than my physical condition any day. When I get on my knees at the end of the night, I might be praying because my knee hurts or my back hurts, but often I'm praying because my spiritual condition condition is in need of regeneration. My spiritual condition is in need of the kind of rest that God intended for us to have. Mind you, He created Adam and Eve on Friday. Okay? They hadn't done too much. So why create a day of rest the day after? Because they were so tired from walking around for about 48 hours, or 24 hours, whatever it was? No. God wanted them to understand very correctly that in the calendar week which He set up, there was going to be a day not so much intended for physical rest as it was for them to commune with their Maker right off the bat. He didn't create them the following week and then wait a whole other week for the Sabbath. He created them on a Friday so they could spend the very next day in His presence, not just as He's walking in the garden in the coolness of the morning or the evening, but an entire day of meditating with Him and enjoying Him and enjoying each other. I think the concept that we have about the Sabbath is that we look at it from the standpoint of it being a law that we must keep, and not from the standpoint of a relationship with Jesus we must build. I'm going to say that again. We see it from the standpoint of a law we must keep, and not from the vantage point of a relationship that it allows us to build more strongly with Jesus. And I can imagine, I've used this illustration with a few other things. If I came to my wife on a Sabbath afternoon and I said, well, you know, hanging out with you on Sabbath is cool, but the real cool thing about Sabbath is I don't have to work. How do you feel about that, Kim? It's not really being with you that's so cool. It's not being at work that matters most. But sometimes our attitude toward God is very much the same thing. The Sabbath is cool because we don't have to work. The Sabbath is cool because we don't have our daily routine that requires that we get into the grind of things. But we can sleep in a little bit. We can relax a little bit. We can take that long afternoon nap that we all so love to do and relax and kick back and just appreciate this wonderful day that God has given us to really just hang out. When the intent of it was to draw us into a closer, more meaningful relationship with Him. Sanctified is to make sacred or holy, to set apart a holy or religious work. Now, there are those who believe that the Sabbath is a Jewish holiday. Now, I'm not sure exactly what Adam and Eve were, but I'm not sure they were Jewish. I simply think they were children of God, the original created beings. And God sanctified this day, He blessed this day, He set it aside for a very special purpose so that a relationship could be even more developed without any of the encumbrance of what normally happens on every other day of the week. The Sabbath isn't something you spring on somebody as something they have to do. When you fully get the understanding of the Sabbath, it is something that we get to do, not have to do. It is a blessing, not a yoke of bondage. You know, when I was a kid, once again, my dad, bless him, he used to have some interesting rules about the Sabbath. We could ride our bikes, but we couldn't race. So, once you tell my brother Daryl and I, we couldn't race. We had to invent other ways to race. So instead of riding really fast on our bicycles, we would race to see how slow we could go without touching the ground. Little did my dad know that by making this rule that we couldn't race, he turned Sabbath to be a very special time. Every other day of the week we would race around, but on Sabbath we got to race slow. And there was another thing about it. We had to race slow and compete without him knowing. So we're riding real slow and I'm looking at him and pushing him a little bit. My dad's not looking. He's on the ground. Daryl, are you racing? No. I'm slower than you.